Hi everyone, it's Gloria. Welcome to another Scrap and Sketch Saturday. Today I made a few cards and my goal was to completely rid myself of some scraps that I had in a little sandwich size baggie, and they're from the Nostalgia collection from My Mind's Eye, and they were good enough scraps that I wanted to keep them separate so that I could do something with them, but not enough to like make a mini or anything like that. So I just decided to finish off some cards, and afterwards I'll share with you something I want to do maybe for the next time. So I did use some sketches from Mojo Monday. Actually, all of my sketches, or all of the sketches I used were from My Mind's Eye. Or I'm sorry, Mojo Monday. Oh, okay. So the first one actually was no sketch. I didn't use a sketch on this. I'm sure there is one out there, but I didn't base it on that. So coincidentally, these were already glued onto a piece of cardstock that I used for another project. So I just trimmed it down to fit just a little bit better. I took some ribbon from my stash, and then this flower was already made, and this is also a brad from the collection from My Mind's Eye. So it was pretty simple. I stamped You Are So Wonderful, and that comes from, I've used this times before. This is Sophia stamp set from Close to My Heart. And so I used that, and it was just really simple to put together because, like I said, these strips were already glued together on a piece of cardstock that's underneath. So, and then of course I rounded that top right corner. Okay, the second one I made using sketch 329 from January of this year from Mojo Monday, and it is this one. And I just started with a white card base. I layered some of the papers and then stamped Happy Birthday, and that comes from, I should have these out, I'm sorry. It comes from this Close to My Heart stamp set called Holiday Hoopla. So I stamped that in Desert Sand, and then I added one of these. I've never used these before, I don't think. Let me see. They're called Durables Artisan Studs from Close to My Heart, and they come in all different sizes. They're in antiqued gold and in pewter. So I used the antiqued gold and just set that on top there, and I like how that looks. They're very heavy, so anyway, I put this up on foam adhesive and then just wrapped around some hemp and tied a bow here. And then I used another square of this scrap here and just made some corners. And I like how that turned out. Simple. Then the next one I made was using sketch 338 from March of this year. And I started with a Recollections craft cardstock base. And I really liked how all these strips were just left over, so I was able to just trim them down to 1.5 inches and then cut a fishtail end on them. And then I added a strip of this scrap of ribbon that I had, and I had these already die cut with these scraps, so it was just perfect. And then this thank you comes from this Ink-a-Dink-a-Doo stamp. Where is it? Right there. And it's called Thank You Words. I've used this many a times before. And then these are some Prima crystals that I thought coordinated well. So super cute and easy, and a way to use some scraps there, really small scraps. And then this next one I made using sketch 312, and this was from last year, September of last year. And I used my Damask embossing folder from Close to My Heart for this white card front here, and then the rest are from the Nostalgia. And I just cut these fishtail ends on these banners, and this craft cardstock was just a scrap I had already die cut. And then I stamped Happily Ever After, and that comes from this wedding Ink-a-Dink-a-Doo stamp that I've used before. And then these are some metal embellishments, the wedding rings. I don't even remember. I think I got them at Joann's in a little like a button pack, but they're not buttons. Anyway, so I use that, and I did pop this up on foam adhesive. And I thought that was just a cute card. I love the damask and how elegant that always makes any project look. So, and then I did stamp the Happily Ever After in cocoa. Okay, and then the last one is using sketch 346 from May of this year. And on this one, these scraps are not from that same collection. These are some scraps from, I know they're My Mind's, K&Company. This is K&Company. I just don't remember the collection. But this chocolate color here is the reverse side of this. And so I just used a postage border, punch, and just did it all the way around these two scraps. This is literally all the scraps I had from this. And I love this color. So I just pulled out some of those old Primas and added a pearl center, and then some smaller coordinating ones there. And I added this loop of pearls here that just coincidentally matched. I like that. And then I embossed in cocoa powder this Happy Birthday. And I don't know if you can see the shine on that. And yeah, it was really simple. So these were my cards for this time around. I hope you enjoyed, and I am so happy to be rid of that collection. I literally had just some little hearts left over, but I just checked those. I'm good. I think I've done what I can with that. So, yay! So I'm rid of another stack of scraps, and on to share with you what I want to for next week. I think I'm going to try to make some layouts, and I know I haven't done that in a long time. I usually typically do that just for my design team projects for my local scrapbook store, but I think I'm going to try it too for next time and use up some scraps, because I do have a lot of 12 by 12 collections that I have a lot of scraps of, and they're not small scraps. So anyway, I'm going to try to do that for next week. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.